Out here in Arizona, the sun may fade the paint of the pavement, but it doesn't touch the soul. And on this stretch of Route 66, that soul runs deep. We're heading into Seligman, Arizona, the little town with a big heart, officially known as the historic birthplace of Route 66. This is where folks stood their ground and helped bring the Mother Road back to life. Some towns were built by the highway. This one helped save it. I'm Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics. This isn't just a road trip. It's how people see America, 1 mile at a time. It's road trip time. One of the things you'll notice about Seligman is the many seasons. This is late summer, fall. You'll see the sunflowers in full bloom. This is the Seligman KOA campground. You can actually sleep in a teepee, cabin, or bring your own trailer or tent. Great little place and just a fun way of starting. Now if you take a look a little earlier in the summer, this is what you'll see. But blue skies, beautiful weather. We're at 5,300 foot elevation. Now let me step back just a little bit. And one of the neat things that you'll always find about this place is the trains. Route 66 followed the trains all the way. You had Harvey houses built every 100 miles. And this is actually one of the old bridges that it's crossing over. You'll see it right here in a second. Let me get to the other side here. And you can see that's the old bridge right there that's closed now. And that's one of the old trains, or well, actually one of the new trains that you'll see out there. Now there's a lot of other things that you'll see. A little closer look at the older bridge here. And this one started deteriorating, and that's when it got closed off, but it's a neat one that you can go ahead and visit just outside of Seligman. Now this is also on Crookton Road right as you come in. This was an old Phillips 66 station, I was told. It's pretty rough shape, but it's still kind of cool because it's the history. You know, and that's part of the things. There's some things that are been rebuilt, redone, and that's the way they're meant to be, and there's some stuff that has just been abandoned, but they're still a part of the history. And you gotta love that.
It's road trip time!
Okay, well, welcome to Seligman, Arizona. It is the birthplace of historic Route 66, which happened in 1987. I'm gonna do a little drive through town first here. That's my place, Route 66 Road Relics. If you're in Seligman, stop by and say howdy to Big Mike. It's me. This is also Angel Dougado's place, very famous for a famous barber. It's one of the signs as you come right into town. And excuse my window there. This is the Aztec Motel and Creative Space. They've redone it. We're going to actually even get into some of the rooms a little later on. It's pretty cool. Now I'm just going to do a drive through town so you kind of see what's here. Now this building's right across the street from my store. And this was actually, I believe, a Ford dealership, I believe, at one time. And pretty cool. It's definitely unique on that. The art gallery there. And then we have the Roadrunner, the gift shop, and a little cafe. Got a kind of cool old Studebaker out front. You'll see right there. The Canyon Lodge, nice place to stay, nice clean rooms, everything. This building right here is actually closed. You've got the Seligman Grocery in the back. They've got a really cool video or photo shop there. This is the Black Cat Bar. Postcard Motel, been recently redone. Got the cool little car out front. And also here's the Supai Motel. Now, a couple of the other things I want to show you here as we're coming up is this is the Route 66 Historic Motel. And they've got themed rooms. What's nice about it is you got two restaurants. You got the Roadkill Cafe right here, and then across the street you have Westside Losel that are both within walking distance. So that's a really nice deal. And there's a lot of neat stuff like that Roadkill Cafe, water tank. You got the old Western town. Just a lot of fun stuff to see. We've got our garage and towing. We also down here, this is actually the historic Route 66 general store. So if you need anything from hardware stuff to just snacks, good place to go. I think we're going to get ready to just do a little turnaround here in a minute. You can see the old 66 signs are out there and I-40. And hang on, because I think we're gonna flip a Yui here in a few minutes. There we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and run down the other side of town here so you can see it from both directions. It's a pretty cloudy day. Is what it is though, so I can't change that too much. Here we go. There's welcome to Seligman, our sign. And here we come across, got the Chevron gas station. If you see over there on the far right, there's a really cool Route 66 mural that you'll see right here as we pass. That's a great place for photographs. They also have an A&W root beer inside that convenience store there. So that's a nice one to look at. The other thing that you're going to be coming up on here that's very popular is this is Westside Losel Cafe, world famous carrot cake. Man, whenever they have their special barbecue, oh my gosh, they don't do it very often, but it's awesome. They also have tons of really good desserts and just a lot of really good German and American food. So definitely highly recommend it. Now we're going to come on down. Here we go. Cool cars and trucks. This is more the residential area that we're driving through. And here we go. This is Hippie Crickets. Got some interesting stuff outside there. And this is actually one of our local shops that does all sorts of restorations and stuff. Got the Coca-Cola car. This is going to be the new highway hot dogs coming soon. And then this is Route 66 Motorporium, all the cool cars and trucks. And he has a killer motorcycle, vintage motorcycle collection inside that you just have to see. Really, really neat. This is the park. And here we come up. We've got the Rusty Bolt here. All sorts of biker stuff and a little bit of everything. And then here's George's Place, is back to the 50s, or return to the 50s. And got one of the motels here. This building right here is abandoned. Now this is Angel's Place, so Angel and Velma's Route 66 gift shop. And here's my place, Route 66 Road Relics. We have antiques and Route 66 gifts and decor. It's a cool mixture. And then this is the Snow Cap, Delgado Snow Cap, built in 1953. Now, across the street from my place, this is the Aztec Motel and Creative Space. Pretty cool. Got an old VW Bug sitting outside. And got some fun little decorations going here with the sunflowers, the Mother Road Route 66. It's also nice that they have a bunch of they've remodeled the whole hotel, so really nice rooms. I'm going to show you one of those in just a few minutes. And they also have some cool murals that are outside. So I'm going to go ahead and walk around here a little bit and just kind of give you a quick little tour. Got a little everything on the murals. Here's one that's kind of like the Easy Rider. You can see that's pretty fun. And then we're going to one of the rooms. They've just redone all the rooms, so they're really nicely done. Nice sized bed there. Everything is very clean. Nice people. You got your TV. Get back here. You got your sink, place to do your hair, do all that. And then you also have the bathtub, shower, toilet, so all the basics right there. It's a real nice, clean place this way. Then outside here, they got some picnic tables. You'll also find in there's a creative space. That's actually a meeting room. So if people are having meetings or anything, we do chamber meetings in there. They've got the Aztec grill there, kind of a cool mural. Here's another one with some of the another old car here. And we got one more to take a look at. But all the rooms are real nicely done. Really nice people. Sebastian and them are just great people. So definitely recommend staying here if you get the chance. Now we're going to go across the street, and this is the Delgado Snow Cap, and it was established in 1953. The story goes Juan Delgado, one of the original three Delgado brothers. There was Juan Delgado, then Joe Delgado, who's the one who built the gas station, that's my place, and then Angel Delgado, who had the pool hall barber shop. And the three brothers came back from World War II, and they're born in Seligman. Just take a look across the street so you can see that's where we just were at the Aztec Motel over there. And here we go. This car is called Juanita. She's pretty cool. She's in memory of Juan Delgado. And they're just famous for pulling pranks. Just a lot of fun stuff they do here. They've got sell the dead chicken sandwiches. Just a lot of good stuff they do. Good people. You'll guarantee you go inside and order your stuff, you'll have a good time. Make sure you ask for the mustard. They like to give the mustard or the straws. Gotta check out those straws all the time. Now this is Juan's garden back here, and you can also go out and eat out here in the sun if you like. And what's nice, this is an old fire truck. I was talking to John, or JD. He's the one of the current owners, and this is the old fire truck that his uncle used to drive. He actually used to ride in that thing, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got an old car there. Then we got an old Chevy pickup, 1950, late 40s, early 50s. Really cool looking. That's what's neat. There's a lot of places for photo stops. Seligman really, it is the birthplace of Historic Route 66, and I'll kind of get into that just a little bit later as I talk about it. But there's so much to see around here, and this is really, it's Americana at its best. I mean, you go through, and what you used to do is you go through and you go on a road trip with your parents or with your, whoever you wanted to go with, and you'd go see America, and you would stop, and there'd be cool places like this where you stop and have an ice cream or a hamburger, cheeseburger, and that's what was so neat. Route 66, there'd be attractions. Heck, in New Mexico, I saw a place that actually used to have an old rattlesnake pit. Like, wow. But that's, now this is my place, and one of the cool things you'll see, we just picked up last year, got it running. It's a 1949 Chevy fire truck. I got it from my wife's uncle, bought it, and pretty cool. And, sometimes when you're out here, you just got to sit down and smell the flowers. So here's a couple of flowers growing outside our store. Now, we bought the place. This is the Snow Cap, just kind of giving you a perspective of where we're at. And here's our store. We're going to go on in. We got the cut up front ends, old truck front ends. That's what happens when you park too close. Just went ahead and stick them on the front of the door. We got lots of cool signs, from old wooden Indians to license plates to just all sorts of stuff around here. Old oil cans, tailgates, just a whole mixture. And this is just a little part. I have a ton more old highway signs and lots of stuff outside too that we can let you see. And we come inside here. It's our big cigar Indian chief. We have espresso. This is Italian. This is European espresso. It's the good stuff. We've got interstate signs, tons of T-shirts, tons of license plates, kind of a whole mobile gas. Kind of a whole mix on everything here. It's our antique room in the back here. And then we head back outside. See our robot out here. Got old Chevy Love hanging on the roof there. Lots of places for photos. So this is Route 66, Road Relics. Come on by and say hi to Big Mike. Got Marilyn Monroe sitting outside. Got our 1939 Chevy truck. Cool. Got a big 8-foot rooster in the back. Then we're heading over. This is this is right over here is Angel Delgado's place. So Angel and Vilma's Route 66 gift shop. There's Angel right there, cardboard cutout. A lot of fun stuff here. Angel was, him and a group of people are one of the people that made basically the revitalization of Route 66. And what they did is in 1987, they got the state to go ahead and give Route 66 in Seligman all the way up to Kingman, I think even to Oatman, historic status, kind of like a scenic status or a highway. It became a historic highway, and we were the first state in the country to give old Route 66 the historic status from when it was decommissioned. He was real famous as a barber. This also used to be like a pool hall. Just a lot of cool stuff around here. Just kind of looking around, checking everything out. But very well known. He's also called the guardian angel of Route 66. There's his barber chair. Real friendly staff. Got a little everything here. It's kind of neat. You'll see all the stores all have a little something different here. There's one of their motel next door. The Deluxe Inn Motel. It's one of the older hotels in town. And then we go across the street. This is an old Texaco station at one time. It originally was an old Ford dealership, I believe, back in the day. So pretty cool. Hasn't really right now. I think they just use it as a kind of a garage for the water company or something. One of the water places, but kind of neat look on it. Then you kind of see there's the Aztec Motel. There is Snow Cap. There's our place, Route 66 Road Relics, and there's Angels. Now we're going right up here, and this is you're gonna see it's Return to the 50s. My buddy George owns this place. Really nice setup. It's got some neat old cars and trucks outside. You can kind of walk around, let you enjoy it. This was it had to be an old gas station at one point. But that's what's so neat about the old Route 66. It brings back memories, and it's just good times and fun things to go see. You'll see old cars, trucks, gas pumps. A lot of neat vintage stuff. Brings back a lot of memories for people as they travel the route. And for a lot of the newer generation, they're seeing stuff they've never seen before, which is really cool. There's a gift shop. We're going to take a gander in there and take a look around in a little bit here. Return to the 50s. You can see it. Let's hop inside, see what we can find in there. Got a little everything in here. Got hats galore. Love the flooring with the checkerboard. There's George and one of his staff there. Got signs, shields. All sorts of fun stuff there. It's always a hoot kind of just walking around town, seeing what all's here. There's just a lot of different stuff, and everything's a little bit different. All the shops are a little different. There's a lot of places to see, a ton of places to take photographs. I mean, that's one of the neat things is the photographs are kind of like the memories you can bring back from your vacation on that. And then check out this car that's coming up. That's the car they have right in the middle there. Now this is across the street. There's an art gallery here. And you can just kind of see where everything is. There's the motel. And there's George's place. Just kind of giving you a little perspective. And next we got the Route 66 Roadrunner. I think they have a cafe in there, kind of a gift shop. Got an old, I think it's a Studebaker out front. So, got a whole outdoor bar here. You can actually eat your meal and do people watching while you're waiting. It's kind of fun there. Now we're back across the street, and this is the Rusty Bolt we're going to go up and see. They've got all sorts of kind of cool, little quirky, all sorts of cool mannequins outside. I know they have all sorts of biker stuff, just kind of a whole mixture. So hang on, we're going to run inside real quick and talk to the owner.
Hi, welcome to the Rusty Bolt.
All right.
We're just kind of wandering around inside the store a little bit. Get a little bit of everything here. Got t-shirts and just a whole mix of stuff. Looks like you got all sorts of name stuff, so you can find your own name anywhere you want. Sunglasses. I think I got some biker stuff in here. Kind of a whole mix. Oh, fun little stop on Route 66. There's the Arizona Highway 66 sign outside. And they even got, check this out, they got this cool Relive to Ride. They got an old Studebaker out front. And that's a pretty neat car. And right across the street we got the Canyon Lodge. Now check out these motorcycles. Bar. A lot of people know about that place. Stop in for a drink. And there's a bunch of other places we're going to look around. I'm going to let you check everything out, and I just want to kind of tell you about town a little bit here. We also have coming up next here, this is they have like Filipino food and coffee bar. This is a new place. And then right next door, you're going to see a great photo stop. This is the Seligman Grocery. But let me just tell you about Route 66. You know, it started in 1926, stretched from Chicago to LA, 2,448 miles of dreams, dust, and just plain drive. Carried the Okies during the Dust Bowl, soldiers during World War II, and families packed tight in station wagons. They're heading to the Grand Canyon, Disneyland, or anywhere in California. But out here in Arizona, the route, you know, the road just didn't pass through. It was, they helped build it. This is what was out here in Route 66 in Arizona. These towns often would have 10, 15 gas stations in one small town. This was the way you went to California. And then in 1978, the Interstate I-40 passed by in Seligman, and all these towns went from a busy community to overnight almost nothing. Went to silence, almost the death of a town. But the one thing is that Seligman, they took a gut punch, but they came up swinging. I'll tell you what, Angel Delgado and a group, he's a Talon's barber, and a bunch of other business owners, and just people who cared about Route 66. They didn't ask for pity. They fought for recognition. In 1987, they were able to convince the state to declare Route 66 a historic highway. This town became the birthplace of historic Route 66. Now that happened in 1987. Now Springfield, Missouri is the birthplace of Route 66. We're the birthplace of historic Route 66, which is really the first revitalization in the country for Route 66. This is the place that basically tried to save Route 66 and the memories and the places and the people. That's what it was all about. You know, it wasn't just paperwork. It was a wake-up call. Towns across the Southwest and all the way to Illinois realized they weren't forgotten and they were part of American history. All thanks to the folks here that refused to let the road die. And it was the start of the revitalizations. Now, today, Seligman's kind of a place where time pulls up a chair and stays a while. Classic cars line the streets. It's almost like 1959. We get tourists from every continent, all over the place. We're 70% foreign tourists coming to town into my store. And they feel like they're coming home to see the real America. The barbershop's still there. It's all a gift shop now, but the barbershop is still there. Snow Cap is serving ice cream and hamburgers. There's just so many things that are good about Route 66. Now, here's Westside Losel. They're one's been around for quite a while. And they have amazing American and German food. And they have world famous carrot cake that they are really well known for. So it's pretty cool that way. Just kind of walking outside so you can just see a little bit. They've also done a really nice job here of just doing some of the murals and stuff. So it's fun that way. I mean, I just love kind of walking around and seeing everything that's here. That's one thing that all the stores, and there's you see the world famous carrot cake, but all these places, we're all about Route 66. We love Route 66, and that makes a big difference. Now, what's kind of, and they even have motorcycle parking here, a tribute to the cars, because honestly, this place is really like Seligman is the real life Radiator Springs. I mean, this town fought to go ahead and bring back historic designation to Route 66. This is the Roadkill Cafe. You'll see that famous water tank back there with the buzzard on it. Excellent sandwiches, food, just a whole mix. This is right across the street from Westside Losel. And then you'll also see the historic Route 66 Motel. They have all sorts of themed rooms. Kind of a little bit of everything here. Just do a little drive-by so you can kind of slowly see some of the stuff. The town's just a lot of fun. Tons and tons of photo stops. And there's the Lilos you can see across the way again. And, you know, it's just about seeing America. That's what's exciting. The old cars, the old trucks, those are the history of Route 66. You'll probably see 20 old cars and trucks through town. Heck, there's even one building that's got an airplane crashed in it. It's awesome. But meanwhile, it's kind of the roots of what the old highway was, about the road trips, about the people you meet, about the places you see. Now, one of the things I want to come here and show you is that this is actually, in 1988, they kicked off the first ever Route 66 fun run. It's a 100-mile cruise from Seligman to, actually goes all the way out to Oatman and Topak a lot of times. They do trophies, they do all sorts of fun stuff, but it's just chrome, good times, and people are cruising the highway like it's meant to be. That's every spring, comes in late April, early May, and the highway comes alive. Flags, engines, laughter, and it all starts right here. But just kind of want to show you a few of these fun things as you see them. Hope you enjoy the video. And I'm at Route 66 Road Relics in Seligman, so if you get a chance, come on down and say howdy to Big Mike, and we'll take a photo and do yeehaw together. So just remember to come on out and put Route 66 on your vacation list, and it's definitely a bucket list item that you need to try out because you will love it. Gotta love all these cool classic cars.